All right, so we now take the discussion further with the CEO of South Africa Day, Dr. Bheki Shongwe. Good afternoon to you, Doc. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me over here.
And maybe the question first is, what is the South Africa Day and what does it do?
Well, South Africa Day, basically, we said to ourselves that we don't have a day that we can celebrate as a country that is about South Africa, that we can call South Africa Day. So if, for example, a country such as Australia has a day that is called Australia Day, so then we thought, no, we just need to have something that is about us. It is a nation-building day. Okay. Nation building takes many forms, actually. It is about, celebrating who we are as a country. It is about instilling pride in being South Africans. It is about mobilizing corporate South Africa and everybody to say, guys, let's work together to build this country so that it becomes a beautiful country. It's about looking back to say, we have a proud history, people that have done so well for this country, let's celebrate them. What a great country. So it's many things that has to do with building South Africa.
Yeah.
It has something to do with, for example, where you can say to us, I have been living in Hyde Park for almost 30 years. But now, as part of my SA Day celebration, I want to invite my neighbors to come to a street party so that we can get to know each other. It's many things.
Yeah. So it is indeed about us. Let's just talk to the launch, the We Love Alexandra Community Makeover project. But firstly, my concern is, you're talking about Alexandra and yet the launch was in Sandton. Is there a specific reason for the venue chosen?
Yeah, well, this is the first launch of the project. The reason why we have chosen Sandton is because the invitation was extended to the business community in Sandton so that we bring them on board, so that they are part of the changes that need to happen in Alexandra, all of us together, to make sure that there's a contribution that happens to change Alexandra for the better. And another launch is going to be happening on the 30th of November, and that will be happening in Alexandra. In that case, we'll be bringing in the business community, so that they go and see how Alexandra looks like, and then they need to interact with the people of Alexandra and hear what needs to happen.
Yeah.
Yes,
but have you been in contact with the Alex people themselves, especially community leaders? Because we know that with the previous protests, they've been very vocal on what they want in their area, how they want it. Have you been in touch with them?
Yeah, well, it's so amazing. A lot of people that attended the launch today are the good people of Alexandra Township, and I need to thank them because they know what we do as SA Day. We are just providing a platform through which we can, as business community, as the community of Alexandra Township, as the seat of Johannesburg, the provincial government, and we want to bring everybody together to say, what can we do to really change Alex so that it becomes what the people of Alex want it to be.
Yes, and the reality is, I've been to Alex during the protest times earlier this year. It looks like there's a lot of work that needs to be done in Alex.
Yes,
you
definitely.
Yes, and how are you going to go about doing that with this community makeover project?
Yeah,
it's not going to be an easy one.
Let me tell you this. We launched the project in Colini last year as a test case for us as SA Day, and we have done so well.
What have you done?
Colini, and you remember that I don't know what year it was, when there was a story of this black teenage boy that was killed.
Yes.
And then that town was burnt down. And in actual fact, I'm not sure if there is an existing form of government there. The work that we had to do there was to fix the roads, paint, police stations, fix whatever that needed to be fixed, potholes and all that stuff. We've transformed that place. And that was a good story. And South Africa got to know about or saw what we have done. And then I can tell you today that our project it's going on in Craddock in the Eastern Cape. That town has been changed. It looks different today. And then at Worcester in the Western Cape, they wanted to partner with SA Day. We're working with them there. And in Mahikeng, just on the 15th of August, we were with the Premier was there, the business community was they were launching the Mahikeng town makeover project. And then in Waterfallboven, what used to be a tourist area, and is being revived. And then we're driving that project.
Yeah.
And then Alex, basically, we had a meeting with the mayor on the 7th of August last year, where we partnered with the mayor, with the city of Johannesburg, to start on working on the We Love Alexandra Community Makeover project. I'm sorry that it has taken some time because there are quite a lot of things that needed to be taken care of. But coming back to your question, and Alex, as you have said it, is that it's not, compared to the other towns that we're doing, it's a different case altogether.
Yeah.
So this is why we want every person, everybody, jointly together with the business community in Sandton, with the city of Johannesburg, with the provincial government, with all the good people of South Africa and the good people of Alex to work together to change that place. Yes.
And I heard you mention a number of places that South Africa Day has actually transformed and helped to transform, so to say. How do you go about choosing those places? Because I think there are lots and lots of such places that would need that attention in the country, but how do you prioritize each area to help?
Let me tell you, part of the reason why we are embarking on this, when you look at quite a number of towns in South Africa, they are dying. And these are not the places that we can be proud of and to show off to anybody. Can you show off the city of Johannesburg? Probably not. So what happens is that if the towns are not taken care of, business goes away. And then when business is no longer there, that place becomes something else. And then when business is no longer there, there's unemployment, so many things. So this project is there to achieve many things. But then coming back to your question, why we have chosen, Colini, for example, as a launch, is partly because there was this sad story of what has happened over there. And then the other thing is that there was so much that needed to be done. And then I think we have made, a good example of what can be done and can be achieved.
All right. So
and South Africans saw the work that we've done across the country. And in different parts of South Africa, people are calling us. They want us to work with them to drive this project in their own towns.
Yeah, so what does that say about the level of services provided by the government? It certainly shows that people have lost confidence in government, so they go to the private sector now to seek help for services that are in fact supposed to be rendered by government itself.
Yeah, I don't want to venture into talking about government. So we see ourselves as a partner to the government. We see ourselves as the mobilizer of the business sector to come on board so that we can all build this country. We see ourselves as a platform through which anybody and everybody in every community can engage and say, let's build this country. Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about government matters.
Well, it's a good initiative by yourselves on a serious note. So are there any deadlines set for Alexandra? As we said, it requires a lot of things and a lot of work to be done in that area. Sewer spillages in the streets, there are no roads. In fact, there's a lot of work that needs to be carried out in that area. Very
interestingly, somebody was asking me, because I think there was a concern about money issues, about Alexandra and all the stuff. Yeah. For sure, it's going to involve a lot of resources. And then I think this is very important for me to explain this. We are very lucky that SA Day is supported by quite a number of companies. We have, for example, PwC. PwC, they are looking after the financial affairs of SA Day. We have Norton Rose, which is a law firm. They are looking after legal stuff. So we will make sure that when we embark on the Alexandra Makeover project, that we have a team of people of integrity that will be overseeing the work that is happening over there. And then they'll be accounting for every cent or whatever money that will be spent over there. And then, so I thought that was very important for me to put across.
Yeah, people don't trust anymore with the Alex Renewal project, the millions of rands that did not go into that project that was intended to improve the lives of people. So it's a good thing that you've clarified that point.
Yeah, but for sure I understand, but I don't want to venture politically. And all what I am saying is that the Premier of Gauteng, and I met with the advisor to the Premier. We had a nice conversation about us working together with the provincial government. We had a nice conversation with the Mayor of the City of Johannesburg and the relevant people. You know, we are planning about what we need to do. We have the good people of Alexandra Township, good people of Alexandra Township that want to see the change.
So there is indeed that sense of cooperation between all stakeholders.
All stakeholders, definitely.
All right. Dr. Shongwe, time constraints, we'll leave the discussion at this. But thank you so much for coming through. We'll have you back once the project has started.
My appreciation. Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me over.
All right. Well, there you have it, Dr. Bheki Shongwe. He's the CEO of South Africa Day, talking to us about the We Love Alexandra Community Makeover project. Time now for some business.